Jersey Crypto here. My channel is a crypto channel, but I feel like addressing something else today. And it does affect the crypto market as well as the stock market and everyone's mental mindset. Recovered from that one. Russia supposedly, strategically putting it out there that they want to detach from the US dollar standard. Now, my opinion about the situation is this. I think Russia and America have been working together, and I think that they've been using their feud, their disagreements, their close to being at war with each other for the past 20 years as a strategy. And this is why I feel this way. And I think that social media has done it way more effectively in the past 10 years. But it's now becoming an obvious trend on how they control people's minds. They use negativity to draw attention of the masses, and then they feed them information once they have their attention. What is most people going to be? First, it's America supplying the Ukraine weapons when Russia's going to invade them. Now, I don't care what weapons we give Ukraine, unless we're giving them an atomic bomb. It doesn't matter what we give them, Russia will mow them down. Russia's going to mow them down if that ends up being the case. Now, Russia being that they're putting troops on the border it's like putting a billboard up. They're advertising. This is all advertising. So you put troops on the border. America's supplying Ukraine. That's pretty choppy. They're not going to get involved because nothing's going to happen. People have an opinion about that as well. Oh, we're not going to get involved other than just giving them weapons? It's ridiculous. Letting Russia invade Ukraine. Russia ain't invading Ukraine. It's not happening. I don't think the world in its current state will allow that to happen. I think all this is advertising. I think America got involved by supplying them with weapons, which may or may not be happening, but the point is they want to say that it is. Would they send a couple crates of AK-47s that they took from Iran or one of the Middle Eastern countries? Like, ship that over there. Use Amazon. We'll use Amazon shipping. Another Amazon vehicle stuck in a ditch because none of their drivers know how to drive. Either way, advertisement. America's supplying Ukraine. Russia wants to invade. You got the old guys being like, why aren't we going to battle? And then you got the young people like, why are we involved at all? You know what I mean? Everyone has an opinion. Give us something to fight about. And then to tack it on, they didn't get enough people's attention with that. Russia's going to decouple from the US dollar standard. Someone's going to have an opinion about that. Ooh, we're going to influence all the people in the markets. Invest your money because the dollar's going to go to shit. Or maybe the dollar will be stronger because we're not pouring it out of this country as much with one of the countries decoupling from it. I don't know. I don't have an opinion because I know it's manipulation tactics. But knowing that other people are going to respond differently, and probably mass amounts of people are going to respond very similarly, how is that going to affect everything? How is that going to affect my day to day? I make pasta for a living. It's not going to affect that at all. But as far as my money goes, where I put my money, how is that going to affect that? How's that affecting the markets? Is this market manipulation? Are they trying to... They're trying to stimulate the economy through negativity. They're going to try whatever they can. First, the Fed's going to create deflation. Then, they're not going to do it that much. There's still going to be inflation. It's going to be less inflation. And it's like, no. You know what? They're going to pour more money into the economy. You can't listen to anything they say until it happens. What's currently happening is the only thing that you can follow. And then any news nowadays, other than if you're talking to your pal and you guys are just lending each other opinions, it's all manipulation. That's it. They have to try and control billions of people. And the only way to control billions of people, if you imagine just billions of people in a crowd, which is kind of scary, how do you control that crowd? Through serious manipulation. The reason why we don't understand that fact is because we're not on top of each other. Maybe in certain areas we are, but in certain areas, that's where the local government, the certain areas where everyone's on top of each other, New York City, the local government is using propaganda, and you can hone in on that just to manipulate the amount of people in their confined areas. You get less of it when we're more spread out. You get like the tail end, what's going on in the world, what's going on in mass population areas. The reason why that's happening is because they're trying to manipulate us. Now, knowing that, you could take a different perspective. Your perspective is not necessarily what the news is, but it's why is the news. Why is the news happening? Not what is the news. Why is it? What strategy are they trying to use? What direction are they trying to head in? That's my take on Russia. Another thing. I got one more. China's still doing business with us. You can get stuff from China. China's still shipping here. It might not be as much as it was, but I think that's more so because they're facing just as much of an unemployment problem as America. They don't have enough people working. And who knows if that's an issue anyway. They might want that. I don't know. But the one thing that all of this has affected is there's a lot less people on the roads. There's a lot less ships in the ocean. A lot less consumption. Things don't come the next day anymore. It was getting a little crazy there. Like anything you order, next day. Sometimes it's same day delivery. Too many people on the roads. Too many ships in the sea. Too many airplanes in the sky. Too much demand. They had to cut it back. And now they have to be creative and create a new economy for all of us. And they're struggling. But they need to keep our attention as well. So in order to keep our attention while they're trying to figure it out, they're going to put out negative shit all the time so that we have to pay attention until they start laying down what's actually happening. Jersey Crypto out. Like, comment, subscribe. I just talk about my opinions. It's mostly about the crypto market. The crypto market needs to pick a direction, and I'll start talking about it again, because otherwise I'm just talking out of my ass.